All right, it is time for coming attractions. This is probably the most important coming attractions of the season because this is when we get to unveil the movies that we'll be covering this season. As you know, at the end of season one, we chose 50 movies for you guys to choose from to decide what films we're going to be talking about this season. Thank you for everyone that took the time to participate in the poll. Let's unveil how that translated into our season two lineup. So we gave ourselves two episodes reserved for films yet to be released. So we have 11 episodes this season. We took two away for current films. Those two films are going to be a documentary called The Reunited States, releasing on February 9th. And we'll be doing a special extended episode on Coming to America and Coming to America when that releases on March 5th. We also started off with Vanilla Sky, so that left 8 spots for you guys to choose what those are going to be filled with. And based on the votes, that goes as such. Number 8 was A Time to Kill with 13 votes. Number 7 was No Country for Old Men with 15. Lean on Me with 15. Death to Smoochie with 15. Tropic Thunder with 16 votes. Number 3 is Big Lebowski with 17 votes. Number 2 was Django Unchained with 18 votes. And the number 1, very surprising, I mean, not surprising, but also surprising at the same time, was The Goonies with 20 votes.
Which lets you know there is no comprehensive breakdown anywhere on the internets of The Goonies, which is sad after all these years. So
And
this us to do it, right?
This is, I mean, I'm glad. I'm not mad about it.
Right.
I was just surprised that of all the movies, that one, it was just.
Hey, man, are you ready? I'll be doing a truffle shuffle on that
it was
episode.
the Rudy.
I'm doing a truffle shuffle on that episode.
Oh, please do.
I will.
This is where we're going to piss people off with disturbing the sanctity of the elections process. But we here,
Are you going to storm the film capital?
They're going to storm this capital because I don't know if you guys have got the notion that this is a democracy. If you did, you are highly mistaken.
It's a dictatorship.
Yes, we have given ourselves one veto each to swap a film that was voted on by you guys for a film that we wanted that did not make the cut. So 2 of those movies that got voted on are going out, and 2 movies are replacing them. So Royal, what did you swap out?
I noticed that you let me say this one because there's nowhere you're going to be able to sleep morally at night by you saying this. And this was my swap out anyway, guys. I swapped out My Time to Kill for Doctor Strange. And while those films have nothing in common in this world, is the reason why I swapped it out was this is because we will be discussing Django Unchained, and Django Unchained will allow me to at least discuss elements of Rosewood, which was one of my suggestions, A Time to Kill, which actually made the list, and Menace to Society, which was another one of my suggestions. So within Django Unchained, I'll be able to discuss, bigotry, slavery, racism, Jonah Hill for the first time ever in our show. So that allowed me to do that, and I switched it out for Doctor Strange because number one, I'm definitely a fan of Benjamin Cumberbatch. And I also have a gripe with him as well because in that film, see, here's the thing. I'm not just an actor. I'm a voice actor. And they paid this motherfucker to be the lead of the film, and he's also the voice of the fucking villain. And I can be the voice of any fucking villain, too. So when I fucking make it, I want you to get this and this. This and this. So, yes, I'll be swapping that out. And plus, David hates the MCU, so I had to bring him back.
So what you're telling me is you swapped out a Marvelous movie for a Marvel movie, and now I have to go from pretending she's white to pretending it's interesting.
100% correct. And last but not least, we're going to be discussing Marvel anyway because Sam Jackson's in The Time to Kill, and he's known as Nick Fury.
I don't know. Gwyneth Paltrow would have something different to say.
She never has anything different to
say. My swap was The Big Lebowski. That I took that out and replaced it with The 10, David Wayne's film. Obviously nothing against The Big Lebowski. It's an amazing movie, but really, it has been talked to death online, and what can we really sit here and say about it for an hour and a half other than it's amazing?
Awesome.
Great. But yeah. So, yeah, the 10 is going to be a little bit more interesting. I'm very interested. I mainly wanted to swap it because, one, my wife is going to kill me if I didn't get the 10 in this season. But we're actually both very excited to see what your thoughts are on it, being somebody that has grown up in church. This is 10 comedic skits based on the 10 Commandments, so I think that's going to be an interesting episode to get into. As a reminder, this season we are switching to bi-weekly format in order to make these episodes more polished and refined. There will still be weekly content, as we'll release episodes every other Thursday, and every other on the off weeks we'll be posting highlight videos and full length interviews. So still get content from us every week, but it's going to be better content, more refined. With that being said, here is the lineup for season 2. Of course, we are wrapping up Vanilla Sky, our first episode. January 28th, we come back with Tropic Thunder.
On February 11th, David, we're going diving into Django Unchained.
And then February 25th, we're doing the documentary, The Reunited States.
On the 5th, the 5th episode, as I say, March 11th, we'll be doing Coming to America and Coming to America.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to choose a best scene between an original and a sequel.
It won't be.
Okay. March 25th, Lean On Me.
God damn it, I can't wait to go back to Fair East Side. All right, and then on April 28th, I will be introducing David into the world of Doctor fucking Strange.
Yep. April 22nd is Death to Smoochie.
I told you I saw that once, but I didn't see it, so I'm definitely looking forward to that deep dive on that. On May 6th, we're going to something that most people will never debate. I believe this has over a 95% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. We're going to No Country for Old Men.
And then on May 20th, The 10.
And David, he's already mentioned this earlier, guys. We're going to be wrapping up the season with the Truffle Shuffle, the hey Francis, it's a toupee. We're going to the fucking Goonies, man, guys. If you're not a fan of the Goonies, don't you just unsubscribe now? And more than likely, you never subscribed in the first place.
All right, so that is what we have in store for you this season. We've said it a strikingly little number of times this episode, but be sure to subscribe. Be sure to smack that little bell on the ass so you get notified when we post new episodes. It's only going to be one bump every week. So you're not going to get blasted in the ass with notifications by us when we post. Become a patron. Check out our Patreon page so you get to hear all of the f***ing magnificent mother f***ing sucking looking ass smoking son of a b***in. All you get to hear us in all of our glory. No beeps. And you get the episodes early. We're not going to promise how early, but they will be before everybody else sees them on Thursday.
Why don't you subscribe? It'll last longer.